Welcome back to the channel BBC Coin. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most misunderstood coins in American history, the 1974 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, a coin that looks ordinary, but hides a fascinating story, rare variations, and surprising value. So don't skip this video, because by the end, you might want to check your pocket change immediately. Let's start with the basics. The 1974 1-cent coin is part of the famous Lincoln Memorial Series. On the front, you'll see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has been used since 1909. On the back, you'll notice the Lincoln Memorial Building, symbolizing history, honor, and American heritage. Now here's where things get interesting. Many collectors get excited when they see a coin with no mint mark. But what does that actually mean? A 1974 penny without a mint mark simply means it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. And back in 1974, coins from Philadelphia typically did not carry a mint mark at all. So at first glance, this coin isn't rare just because it has no mint mark. In fact, billions of these coins were produced. Over 6 billion, to be precise. Which means, most of them are extremely common. And here's the truth most people don't tell you. If your 1974 penny is worn, scratched, or has been sitting in circulation for years, it's probably worth just a few cents. Around 3 cents for its copper value. But don't click away just yet, because this is where the real story begins. You see, not all 1974 pennies are the same. Some of them are incredibly rare, and these rare versions are what collectors are willing to pay big money for. Let's talk about what makes a 1974 no mint mark penny valuable. First, condition. In coin collecting, condition is everything. A coin that looks brand new, shiny, with its original red color, is called a mint state coin. And these coins can sell for serious money. High-grade examples of the 1974 penny have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars, especially when perfectly preserved. Why? Because out of billions made, only a tiny fraction survived in perfect condition. Second, color. This might surprise you, but the color of your penny matters a lot. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and talked about coins in American history, the 1976 United States Liberty 1-cent coin with no mint mark. At first glance, it looks like just another ordinary penny. But hidden within its copper surface could be a story of history, rarity, and surprising value. And here's the shocking part. Some collectors claim these coins can reach values starting from $1,200. But is that really true? Let's uncover the truth. Today we are diving deep into the mysterious and fascinating world of the 1982 Liberty 1-cent coin with no mint mark, a coin that looks common, but can secretly be a hidden treasure. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might start checking every coin in your pocket. Let's begin with the basics. The 1982 Lincoln penny was produced during one of the most important transitions in United States coin history. This was the year when the US Mint made a huge change, shifting from mostly copper coins to zinc-based coins. Why? Because copper became too expensive. So in 1982, both copper and zinc pennies were made at the same time. And that is where the story gets interesting. Now let's talk about the no mint mark. If your 1982 penny has no mint mark, it means it was made in Philadelphia, one of the main US Mint facilities. And here's the thing. Millions, even billions, of these coins were produced. So normally, they are not rare at all. In fact, most 1982 pennies are only worth a few cents or maybe a couple of dollars depending on condition. So why are some people selling them for hundreds, even $1,200? Let's uncover the truth. The real value depends on 3 powerful factors. First, the metal composition. Second, the date style. And third, the condition and possible errors. Let's break this down. In 1982, pennies were made in 2 types. Copper pennies, weighing about 3.11 grams. Zinc pennies, weighing about 2.5 grams. Now here's where collectors get excited. If you have a copper version of the 1982 no mint mark penny, especially in excellent condition, it becomes much more desirable. Even more interesting, there are large date and small date varieties. That means the numbers in the year 1982 look slightly different depending on the version. To most people, it's invisible. But to collectors, it's everything. Now imagine this combination. A 1982 no-mint mark penny, made of copper, with a rare date style, and preserved in high-grade condition. That's when the value can explode. According to collector guides, high-grade examples of these coins can reach between $1,000 to $3,000, depending on rarity and condition. Yes, you heard that right. A coin worth 1 cent, turning into over $1,000. But wait, there's more. Sometimes, the real magic comes from mint errors. These are mistakes that happen during production. And collectors love mistakes. Imagine a coin that was struck slightly off-center, or made with the wrong metal, or stamped incorrectly. These error coins can skyrocket in value. In fact, some 1982 pennies with rare characteristics have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in auctions and online marketplaces. There are listings where similar coins have been offered for $500, $700, even $1,000 depending on condition and rarity. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating modern coins in United States history, the 2010 Lincoln Liberty 1 cent coin, including the mysterious no-mint mark version and the powerful 2010D coin. Stay with me till the end, because you might be holding a hidden treasure without even realizing it. Musical note, cut to close-up of coin visuals. Let's begin with the basics. The 2010 1 cent coin marked a historic moment in US coinage. This was the very first year that the famous Union Shield design appeared on the back of the Lincoln penny. This design symbolized the unity of the United States, a tribute to President Abraham Lincoln's role in preserving the nation during the Civil War. On the front side, you still see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, calm, strong, and timeless. But here's where things get interesting. Bullseye, the no-mint mark mystery. If your 2010 penny has no mint mark under the date, don't panic, it's not damaged. It simply means the coin was made in Philadelphia. Unlike other coins, Philadelphia minted Lincoln pennies traditionally do not carry a P mint mark. Millions, actually billions, of these coins were produced. So at first glance, it might seem completely ordinary. And honestly, most of them are. In normal circulated condition, these coins are worth just 1 cent. Yes, just 1 cent. But here's the twist. Bullseye condition is everything. In the world of coin collecting, condition is king. A coin that looks worn, scratched, or dull stays cheap. But a coin that looks brand new, shiny, untouched, and perfectly preserved can skyrocket in value. For example, a 2010 no-mint mark penny in mint state condition can be worth around 10 to 30 cents. But if it reaches high collector grades like MS67 or higher, its value can jump dramatically. In fact, one rare example sold for over $1,300 at auction. Yes, from 1 cent to over $1,000. Bullseye, the powerful 2010D coin. Now let's talk about the 2010D penny. The D stands for Denver Mint. This version was produced in even larger numbers than the Philadelphia coins, over 2 billion pieces. So again, very common, right? Yes, but also no. Because just like the no-mint mark version, the real value depends on grade and perfection. A regular circulated 2010D penny is still worth just 1 cent. But in top condition, things get crazy. One high-grade 2010D penny has sold for over $1,000, and even higher auction records have gone beyond that depending on condition. That's why collectors are constantly searching for these coins. Bullseye, why some coins reach $1,200. So why exactly would someone pay $1,200, or even more, for a 1 cent coin? Let's break it down. There are 3 main reasons. Number 1, condition. Coins graded at the highest levels are extremely rare. Even tiny scratches can reduce value. Number 2, rarity in perfection. Even though billions were made, very few survived in flawless condition. Number 3, collector demand. Collectors are always hunting for the best of the best, and they are willing to pay big money. This is why a coin that originally cost 1 cent can now be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Bullseye hidden errors, the real jackpot. Now here's something even more exciting. Sometimes, coins have minting errors. These can include double strikes, off-center designs, missing details, surface defects. These errors make a coin unique, and uniqueness drives value. Some 2010 pennies with rare errors have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. So if your coin looks unusual, don't ignore it. It could be your lucky day. Bullseye how to check your coin. Alright, let's get practical. Here's how you can check if your 2010 penny is valuable. First, look under the date. If there's no letter, it's Philadelphia. If there's a D, it's Denver. Second, check the condition. Is it shiny? Does it look untouched? Are there scratches or marks? Third, look for errors. Anything unusual could mean big value. And finally, if you think your coin is special, get it graded by a professional coin grading service. That's how serious collectors determine real value.